A vegan diet is not necessarily a healthy diet. If anything, most vegan diets are more likely to be lacking certain essential ingredients that make many vegans unhealthy from what those diets lack rather than from what they contain. One essential compound that everyone needs, especially vegans, are omega-3 fatty acids. However, is your vegan diet full of the right omega-3 fatty acids? Before you find out why your vegan diet is very likely to be deficient of the right omega-3 fatty acids, you might want to consider getting an ongoing collection of news, reports, resources and courses on various health and wellness issues linked or connected with omega-3 fatty acids. To do so is very easy. Just take a moment to subscribe and then click the grey bell icon so you don't miss out on future uploads. Plus, watch this video to the very end where you'll gain access to a special report that you don't want to miss. So, why are omega-3 fatty acids so crucial to the health of vegans? To answer that, let's consider the following. 1. Omega-3 fatty acids are food to the body's cells, which covers everything including your internal organs, your bones and your blood. In fact, every single cell in your body. And they are critical to getting the right balance with omega-6 fatty acids in order to help keep chronic inflammation in your body under control and to minimise the risk of becoming ill with degenerative diseases and chronic illnesses that more and more people are now falling victim to. 2. One easy way to improve your health is to reduce your omega-6 intake, and that means cutting back on processed foods such as the processed breakfast cereals and the processed takeaway and frozen microwave meals. It's also important to cut back on or change the cooking oils you use, as many of these also contain omega-6s. 3. Omega-3s are crucial to ensuring your brain, your heart, your eyes and your immune system are in top working condition. 4. The same applies especially to pregnant women. The consumption of omega-3 fatty acids are beneficial for the development of the unborn baby through to breastfeeding and the ongoing early years as the child grows up. There are 2 ways to obtain omega-3 fatty acids, from food and from food supplements, as follows. Number 1. The role of Mother Nature. Let's consider the following. 1. Obtaining omega-3 fatty acids from the sea. Most people think that omega-3 fatty acids are produced by fish. Yes, fish are the main supplier of omega-3 fatty acids, but where do the fish get the omega-3s from? Contrary to popular belief, fish do not produce the omega-3 fatty acids themselves. Fish get omega-3s from the marine algae that they feed on. For vegans, this is great news, because it means they can now go to the very source of omega-3 fatty acids and eat what the fish eat. This also means that responsible omega-3 fatty acid supplement providers can grow and farm marine algae in a controlled and sustainable environment. 2. Obtaining omega-3 fatty acids from the land. A second misconception is to think that all omega-3 fatty acids are provided by vegetables and other non-animal foods. Omega-3 fatty acids are provided by vegetables, seeds and nuts, but not all omega-3 fatty acids are made equal. There are 3 main omega-3 fatty acids. 1. DHA, docosahexaenic acid, and EPA, eicosapentaenic acid, produced by marine algae and found in fish, and 2. ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, found in vegetables, seeds and nuts. DHA and EPA are of a higher omega-3 concentrate than ALA. As we eat the vegetables, seeds and nuts, our body converts the ALA into the DHA and EPA, but at a much lower concentration than getting your required omega-3 dose from the marine algae and fish. So, the question now then is, should you take omega-3 supplements to top up the required daily intake of the DHA and EPA omega-3 fatty acids? The simple answer is probably. but the solution and definitive answer is to take a simple dry blood spot test first. This is part of what is known as test-based nutrition. More on this later in the video. Number 2. Omega-3 based supplements suitable for vegans. An algae oil supplement can help vegans achieve their daily omega-3 intake of 200 to 300 milligrams. However, such supplements, to be effective, must contain antioxidants called polyphenols. If you're already taking an omega-3 based supplement, make sure it contains the polyphenols and is vegan certified by the Vegan Society. And as mentioned previously, reducing your omega-6 input can also have a beneficial effect on your body's cellular health. Summing up and other salient points to bear in mind: omega-3 fatty acids are crucial to having a healthy body and leading a healthy life. Everything else that happens to your mind and body is as a consequence of your omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids ratio balance, sometimes referred to as index. Omega-6 fatty acids are inflammatory, whilst omega-3 fatty acids are anti-inflammatory. It is estimated that at least 95% of the world's population is massively out of balance, with the US and the UK being the worst examples. The World Health Organization suggests an omega-6 to omega-3 balance of 4 to 1 or less. The average balance in the UK is 15 to 1. The UK is the sick man of Europe. It's not uncommon to see readings of 20 to 1 and above. In the US, readings of 25 to 1 and higher are not out of place. For vegans, the average balance is in the region of 20 to 1. This is why vegans must be especially aware of their diet. Therefore, too much inflammatory acids in your body and over a period of time are responsible for the critical illnesses and degenerative diseases that are increasing at a rate never seen before. Now, can you answer the question: is your vegan diet full of the right omega-3 fatty acids? So, are you going to continue with your existing vegan and vegetarian diet in the misguided belief that you're eating healthily and that you are healthy, something that's referred to as following a guest-based diet? Or are you going to change, just like more and more responsible people, health professionals and non-health professionals alike, who are now taking responsibility for their and their family's health and wellness, and turn to test-based nutrition? Is it to be test-based nutrition versus guest-based nutrition? The choice, as always, is yours. So, what is your omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acid balance ratio in your body right now? To find out, click on the URL link in the description box below this video. Conclusion. So, the 5 ways vegans benefit from consuming omega-3 fatty acids are: 1. Identifying the source of omega-3 fatty acids so as to choose the right omega-3 rich foods. 2. Understanding why omega-3 fatty acids are so important to your health and well-being. 3. Ensuring you're eating the right foods and reducing consumption of the wrong foods. 4. Recognising the role omega-3 fatty acids play in bringing your health into balance, and how getting this right comes before embarking on exercise regimes and nutrition plans. And 5. Take a simple dry blood spot test to measure your current omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acid balance ratio, so you can plan and implement action required to: 1. Get your cellular health back into balance, and 2. Get your chronic inflammation back under control, and 3. Improve and maintain your immune system, and 4. Substantially reduce the risk of falling victim to chronic illnesses and degenerative diseases. So now remind yourself of this vital question: how important is your and your family's health to you? To begin the journey to improving your health, to improve the quality of your life, and to increase the longevity of your life, just click on the URL link in the description box below this video. Complete the short questionnaire and then hit the submit button. Finally, don't forget to click on the special report link in the description box below this video to get access to how do you know if your vegan or vegetarian diet is a healthy diet. And now, here's the boring but very essential bit. Kindly note, the content of this video does not constitute medical advice in any shape or form and has been created for passive informational purposes only. End of boring but very essential bit. Many thanks for watching this video. In the meantime, and until the next video is released, bye for now.